It's week 9 of the National Football League. And coming up next, we'll see Kenneth Walker. He's been a frequent end zone tourist. He's second in the league in rushing touchdowns. It's the...
We've reached the halfway mark of the regular season. A lot of work left to do as we're away in week 9. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. There's a give up the middle. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 1. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Cooper DeJean with the stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Pickup of 2 here. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Throwing off the play fake here. He's going to push one deep down. He's got it deep downfield. Has the Baltimore. Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is... Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. York tacks on that extra point. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now is York to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
A win is a win for him. Whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Hurts now from the gun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He has the first over the middle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now an inside give to Walker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He's got Brown on the slant. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
They give up the gut to Walker. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. That's 7 yards on the run. Still 6 to go on third.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Hurts looking to throw. That one's complete, right side. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Walker has the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles start off well to tie things 7-7. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Ravens and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. To throw it on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing it again here. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Running back sent in motion. 1st down from the red zone. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He'll throw it yet again. Hits his running back. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens break the tie here in the 1st. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. On now is York to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing here, Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And 4th and 4 coming up. The Eagles are in punt formation. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Ravens and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. And he'll take this up to around the 29-yard line. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Man in motion here. Throwing now off play action. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to the link right after this. Back at the beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They're going play action. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. First down throwing for Hurts. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Now Hurts. Brought in right side. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Walker now from the gun. Has a lane inside the 25. And he has it almost to the red zone down at the 21-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Staying with Walker. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Throwing from the gun. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Out comes the field goal unit. The Eagles trying for 3. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Well, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. To throw here on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now we're on the counter. And that short gain is enough. First and 10 from the 41. Pass play coming here. It is caught left side. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. 2nd and 3 now. From the 34. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Complete out to the right. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. They're now set for 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. From the red zone now. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11. On now is York to kick this one away. Evans now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Gets everything he has under this throw. This is caught inside the 15. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. On the carry, it's Walker. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Now at the 10-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has it in close. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Lining up now to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Ravens headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Ravens pushing for points. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Slot man in motion right. 2nd and 6 now. And no luck there. That throw falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's 3rd down now. They send a receiver in motion right. Throw on 3rd down. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Throwing it again here. Short pass caught by his tight end.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Hits his running back. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll throw it again. He's on the move. And this one doesn't go far.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they give to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Finally a rare win for them against this passing game, and a much-needed one to hopefully restore a little morale on that sidelines. 3 first-half touchdowns. They've been lit up like the 4th of July and really needed something that could be a foothold toward a little momentum before we get to halftime.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there. The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. Here's Carter on the return. Return's looking good so far. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Eagles are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And he's already scored once this game, something he's made a bit of a habit of this season. As we see, he's among the league's best at finding that end zone. Walker on first down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 6.
Toss play. This is Walker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
That's good for Eagles. First down.
They go with Walker here. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
7-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Running with Walker again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. And the Ravens go in nickel, 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Slot man motioned over. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They send a man in motion. On 1st down, Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
Walker, ball carrier.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Brings up 3rd down.
It's Walker on the give. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Down behind the line of scrimmage.
Out comes the field goal unit. The Eagles trying for 3. First field goal was good. His second look from inside of 45 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Setting up a throw. Hits him on the out route. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing now on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Throwing now, off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running for it. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Here's a give up the middle. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Tight end going in motion here. They give it to him again. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Dump off caught by his back. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Running back sent in motion. 1st down from the red zone. Catch made over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 2nd down.
They've got 2nd and goal now from the 5 after that helpful penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. It's a 3-yard pickup. That moves them a little bit closer. 3rd and goal coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
You're good on the point after. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11.
31, Eagles 20. Cade York to kick off.
Now he's York to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. The Eagles back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st down, ball at the 36.
That's good for an Eagle.
Will give up the gut to Walker. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Eagles in possession. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hurts now from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On the draw, it's Walker. And he's stopped after getting this down to about the 44. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Complete out to the right side. And he's taken down at the 30. All set up now for 1st and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
Throwing here, Hurts. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
3-yard loss brings up 2nd and 13 at the Ravens' 33-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Throwing the out route complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Running it after the penalty. Runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles now within 1 score in the 4th. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. He's throwing for it. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now.
Holding, offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Backed up, and they still run it. But he can't reach the end zone. That would have trimmed the lead to a field goal. Instead, they trail by 5. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
1st and 10, looking to throw. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 32. Caught for big yards on the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he
Ball
provoked?
start. Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Here he is to throw. This is for the ball game. And this will not be caught, so their last chance heave to the end zone ends up on the ground. This game's over. So the Ravens